leather gloves, we're slapping the cans, popcorn and peanuts, we're working the stands, pink cotton candy, love on a stick, who's chasing the beer, the trigger, the lips, play ball, play ball. Love the things like a right on. Play ball.
Right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Now I'm on. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Laughter Saves Lives Live. We are back in the studio tonight with Mary Kennedy from, let's just say, Hollywood. Out in L.A.
Yeah.
Back in the, where are you? In the mountains, in the desert? Where are you, Mary? Where do you call that?
I am in San Fernando Valley in Van Nuys.
I like the way you flicked your hair when you said San Fernando Valley. And let me say that this week, Mary has her own pool now.
I do.
Mary has a pool, and Johnny knows where he's staying the next time he comes out.
Yep, it's Sleep 6.
The
Sleep
pool?
6.
The pool Sleep 6?
No, the house, in addition to our 4 bodies, our house sleeps 6.
All right, I don't need a lot of room. I need a pool, I need just a pool and a bathroom, and I'm happy.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, I'm excited. So, yeah, we just put the pool in. We're in a major construction.
All right, now listen to me, throwing your money around. Listen to me. Do you know how to take care of the pool, Mary?
I do.
Because I've been doing pools since I was a teenager. I'm a hazmat guy. So make sure you're doing the chlorine, the pH, you're checking all that good stuff.
Yep. Well, my husband lived in Tampa, Florida, and he had a pool with a covering.
Yes.
So he knows everything and anything there is to know about a pool.
All right, then you don't have to know nothing then. Let hubby take care of it. Very good.
Do you have a pool boy though that comes by your house?
My pool boy actually is the lawn guy now.
Okay.
And they both suck, and they're both me. Because my wife is like, boy, this new look. Because when the COVID hit,
right.
I said, I'm not going to be working for a while. Let's try to start cutting expenses around here.
Right.
So we cut out the lawn guy. And I put the pool, usually I'll get somebody to open up the pool. I opened it up this year, so we got rid of all of that, and my wife is not happy with the pool guy, the lawn guy. She says, we're paying too much. I say, you're paying nothing. She goes, it's too much. You suck at taking care of this stuff.
Well, I understand because I want a gorgeous pool boy, but you got to understand our pool is only 5 feet. We don't have a deep end. So I think it would be remiss of me to hire a pool boy.
Yes, and especially if the pool boy was 3 feet tall, he'd have a hard time getting in there skimming. But I love the pool. I'm always in the pool. My grandson will not go in the pool.
Why?
Crazy. I don't know. He won't go in the pool. So today in the heat, I was swimming, and he was out there sweating his balls off. I'm splashing him out of the pool. He's getting pissed. But I had a lot of firewood in my yard from the tree that fell down in my yard during the storm 2 weeks ago.
Right.
I had a big tree in my yard, on my deck, on my neighbor's house. I had a very stressful day having these tree guys come because they don't listen, Mary. They don't listen to you. You fight with them. You're supposed to cut down this. Anyway, they cut everything down. So Johnny here, Miss Cheapo, because I fired the lawn guy, I fired the pool guy. Now, Mary, I'm not sending my kids to 7-Eleven to buy wood because we have a yard full of wood now, Mary.
Yeah, you're not good. See? So
like
it was
a sieve
positive.
up here, like a sieve. So I said to my wife, we're going to keep the wood. I'm going to have the guys cut it and leave it in the yard, and we're going to cut it up like people in the woods with the axe, right? And all of that. All right. So they have a ton of wood in my yard.
Like the brawny man? Is that who you are now? The brawny man?
Because look at this, Mary. I've been working out. Look, just take a look at this.
You look good.
You see what's going on there?
Yeah, I see it. You look good.
So I said, I'm going to cut this wood up because I'm in great shape. All right, here's a few things.
Yes.
You need a wood splitter.
Yes.
Have you ever split wood?
No.
Okay, come on over. You need a wood splitter. You need a wood. But here's what I found out from my neighbor. You need to leave the wood for 6 months to a year to dry it out. You can't use it right away.
Really?
So I have a yard full of wood where my wife is pissed off to begin with, and now she discovers we can't even use it for 6 months to a year.
But have you covered it up with a tarp, like a blue tarp, so she can't see it?
I covered it up with a blue tarp, and the pile of wood is so high you could not see the pool anymore. So she knew something was going on. She says, "What's under the tarp?" I said, "It's the lawn guy and the pool guy. I killed them."
Is she going to put you out there now? Is that your new bedroom? Is she going to put you behind the wood, Johnny?
Pretty much. Look how small, Mary, I'm so small. We're using the new system here, and the new system is.
I go like this. Look,
yeah, you lean back a little more, and I'll go like this. Will be the same time. We're using the new system. The new system is.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
The new system is put John at a distance because we can't see any of the crevices in his face.
But you know what? This says co-host now. See, because I'm a small little box. There's a co-host.
We're equals, Mary. We're equals.
Amen.
All right, so here's the deal. Guess who comes to clean up all the wood on the block that everybody left out today? The town.
You do.
The town. The town.
Oh, the town does. Okay.
All the big wood, and mine is in my backyard, and everybody else had theirs in the street. So I said to the guy as he came by, I said, "Listen, got some wood in my yard. A tree fell down. Guys cut it up. How do I get rid of that?" Hoping he'd say, "Oh, we'll take it," right? But he's not supposed to, so he looks at me and he goes, "If they cut it down, sir, why didn't they take it away?" And here's where I won. He took my wood away with this answer. I said, "Sir, because I'm an idiot." And he opened up. He said, "Oh, what do you mean?" I go, "Because I thought I could burn it, but I have to wait 6 months to a year." And I said, "My wife is pissed." And he looked at me and he goes, "Bring it out. We'll take it."
So all the wood's gone now?
All the big ass pieces.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We got some wood left that we're going to dry out. So that's my wood story.
Well, I'm glad the house is okay because I was worried.
Minimal damage to the house.
Good.
Minimal. There's
Good.
Mary again, and there's Tiny John. There's Bobby. It's fine. I don't give a rat's ass if I'm tiny. I don't care. I don't care.
But I'm seeing my Ted Kennedy chin, and I'd rather not. So he can keep me small. See? That's what I inherited from the Kennedy family right there, John.
Italian. I think I just cursed at you Italian. What did I do to you? I just went like this to Mary.
I know. I'm Italian by marriage. I know exactly what you did.
Okay. So my dishwasher isn't washing. My air conditioner isn't conditioning. Everything is breaking. My freezer is not freezing. This is all going on in my house. Nothing is working. And my grandson, every time he comes over, he gets all upset when things aren't working. Granny said that the thing that So I'm working on all of that stuff to get that fixed. I was talking today with one of our guests that is going to be coming on, Jillian. She looks like she's on already there. And she was in her bathtub while she was talking to us. Now, she did not put the picture on the screen.
Okay, good.
The scary part was I was also in my bathtub with the picture. But no, I wasn't. But here's has this been done? Because it seems comics in bathtubs. Can we do a Zoom session with comics in their bathtubs? What do you think, Mary? Would that be fun?
No, and I know in improv we're supposed to say yes, and, but John, I hate the bath. I hate taking a bath. I take a shower. I do not take a bath because I'm the only one that cleans the bathtub. I don't want to sit.
You're missing my point, though. I don't do baths either.
Okay.
And I would be worried about having a female on the show that maybe, I would break more bubbles than I should be in a bathtub there. You feel what I'm saying? That would be very inappropriate. But I think it would be fun if not that you would do it. If you don't want to do it, I understand. But I think I can get a few dopey comics to do that.
Yeah, but just make sure everybody wears some shorts.
Yeah, wear something,
Underneath.
or you could take it from you could put the camera on the side where all you can see is this down and just some bubbles. All right, just an idea I had.
Are
today.
you all going to be in the tub together, or just
Oh
one?
no, Mary! Of course not.
I don't know.
Only the guys will be in the same tub.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so the dishwasher is out. What else did I want to talk to you about? Oh, I feel very important this week. My life is very interesting, Mary. I recently took my real estate test license. I'm a real estate guy now.
Oh, I heard that. Yes.
And you heard my motto. I've said it a few times. You heard my motto, right?
No, tell me again.
If I can't sell your house in 3 days, it'll take me longer.
It's perfect.
It's honest.
I love it. I love it. Yes.
Honesty.
Yep.
So I'm a real estate guy now. I'm a comic. I'm a producer. I'm president of a foundation, and I teach for a number of different organizations. And this week, I was lucky enough to teach our customs guys at JFK Airport.
Oh, wow. Cool.
And I just want to say thank you for the work you do, guys. And thank you for being so into the class. I mean, I haven't been on stage in a while, and it was so nice to have people laughing a little bit. You know, like they were laughing like he knows nothing, but still, they were laughing. They were laughing. You do some teaching with the acting, right?
Yeah, I have youth acting biz and the biz studio in Hollywood, where I teach kids ages kindergarten to 17.
Oh, cool.
And I teach adults up to your age, John.
Why must you go up to my age? Why couldn't you say we teach people who are really old, including your age, John?
Well, including you. But yeah, if you go to youthactingbiz.com or the bizstudio.us, you'll find all that information.
17 years old. That's like the 17-year-old going to the pediatrician still.
No, because here's the thing in Hollywood, they're not all in the same classes. They're all in different classes.
Oh.
But, yeah, no, it's not. You're not going to have a 5-year-old and a 17-year-old in the same class. But here in LA, there's something what we call Legal 18, where we have people who are over 18 who can play 16, 17. Oh. Like the whole cast of 90210, they were in their 30s.
That's right. What do you think I can play, Mary? Hold on. Let me just get a little further back. All right.
Your age range, John, is 50 to 65.
You son of a gun. Why did you have to say 65? Come on, Mary.
There's a lot of work for 65-year-olds.
All right, I'll take it. I didn't even get I want to do some commercial acting. I'm still working on getting my video together. My son's been working on it. It's a freaking 3-minute video. Edit the thing already. Are you watching? Edit the freaking video. Sorry, Mary.
But I called you 50. Would you rather I said 45 to 65?
No, I guess. You think I should dye my hair?
No. Here's a Hollywood tip, everybody, for everybody that wants to be an actor. They want real. Right now, I'm 48. I'm perimenopausal. I have a Ted Kennedy chin. Like, this is what they want to see. They don't want to see me look younger.
Okay. Because I'm honestly, I always said, I'm not going to do any serious acting. There's so many professionals out there like Mary Kennedy, Frank Fiala's taking all these. I just want to be on a commercial. I just want to be that Stunad on a commercial that gets a national commercial, that gets up there and says, yeah, I use that medication and I haven't had hemorrhoids in a month. That's it.
You could do it.
That's all I want. I'll even get hemorrhoids so I can show them, I'm honest. I suffer from these hemorrhoids. Take a look.
No, we don't want to take a look, though. We want to know that you use them, but we don't need to see it.
Honesty. You said you wanted honesty.
I know, but not that honest, John.
No. I'm wondering if any of our guests that will be coming on, I can see them on the screen, Scott and Dan. We'll talk about honestly having hemorrhoids because they're going to be talking about some serious topics. But maybe we can lead off with, have you ever had hemorrhoids? Just to ease them into the interview.
Well, listen, I had 2 kids, so I had hemorrhoids. For sure.
Yes.
And
your kids did start school.
They're online.
They're
All
doing
of
it online.
California
They're doing it online.
Huh?
All right. I think they're doing 2-3 out here at high school. 2-3, 2-3. 2 days, 2 days, 1 week, 3 days the next.
Yeah. I mean, our numbers continue to go down. I mean,
Right.
I am not the California Health Department, but our numbers continue to go down. And so we'll see what happens. But everybody's got to wear a mask. I know you're a mask guy, so
I am a mask guy. I like I said, I taught customs, and everybody was wearing masks in the classroom. They did have a remote stage for me to teach from, so when I was up on stage, very socially distanced, I took my mask off, and then anytime I had to go into the class, I put my mask back on. And everybody was great. It was a great class. Let's go to our first commercial break, Mary, if that's okay with you.
absolutely.
It's a hemorrhoid commercial, and we'll be back with our first guest.
Hi, I'm Michael Barish, managing partner of Barish, McGarry, Salzman, and Penson. We are honored to represent over 11,000 people in the 9/11 community. The people who work at my law firm can really relate to what the 9/11 community is going through because they're going through it too.
So my dad's name was Billy Gormley, and he was a fireman on 9/11.
My father also was a firefighter, and he did report down there as well on 9/11.
My dad, Alan, worked on the 104th floor of the second tower. He was an IT technician.
My father was a fire inspector.
My husband, his name is David Velez. He was a detective with the NYPD. And if I can help anybody that is going through exactly what I have gone through for the last 17, 18 years and make their life just a little bit better, then you know what? I love coming to work every single day.
You know, this is a genuine office. Like, people are really sincere.
The best part of my job is the clients. Every once in a while, you'll hear in their voice how grateful they are for the work that we do.
We take this personally, and we will not rest unless we help everybody we can before this victim compensation fund ends in 2 years. And we will be fighting to get this thing extended past 2020 because cancer isn't going to stop afflicting the 9/11 community.
What a good guy that Michael Barish is, let me tell you. I don't know if you saw. Did you see the commercial, Mary? Could you see it at home?
Yeah, it was great. It was very moving.
Guy, so supportive. Bought 40,000 N95s for FDNY guys during the height of the COVID. Great guy. In fact, he gave me money towards the 4,000 that we bought also. So just a great guy. And let's bring on Dan Mallard. Am I pronouncing your name right, Dan?
Yes, yeah. Thank you.
The first time I spoke to you, I think I was at the beach, right, Dan?
I think so, yes. And then I think you talked to Andrew as well.
Oh, I did. Oh, maybe I talked to Andrew. I'm sorry. From Irreverent Warriors. I have Dan's bio here. This is the kind of guy that you never want to follow at an event. Here's how I would follow Dan. All right? We have Dan Mallard, U.S. military, Marine veteran, served from 2000 to 2005, Staff Sergeant. Final assignment, Marine One Crew Chief. He served with George W. Bush Jr., active responder during 9/11 Pentagon and executive branch staff, U.S. Secret Service, Federal Bureau of Investigation. Key assignment is the Chief Security Officer of High Value Detainee Interrogation Group. Currently a resource officer at the National Geo-Something Intelligence Agency, NGA. And up next, we have the fireman, John LaRocchia. Hi!
It sounds great. But I'm really lucky. That's all.
Very impressive, and thank you for all your service, Dan.
No, thank you guys. Thanks. I really appreciate it for.
Oh my goodness, that is so awesome. Mary Kennedy is out in LA in Hollywood there, Dan.
Yes.
If you ever get to see her on, if I was say number 2, Mary, and I think I asked you this question before, what is your number 2 spot that you did? That Shameless was the big one, right?
Yeah, my number 2 was playing a cop on ER, Officer Trudy Lang.
Officer Trudy Lang.
Yeah.
She played a cop. Dan, how did you get involved with Irreverent Warriors? And tell us a little bit about what they do.
So I'll give you the mission first. So the mission of Irreverent Warriors is to bring veterans together using humor and camaraderie to improve mental health and prevent veteran suicide. I got involved in 2016. A friend of mine was trying to drag me out to a hike. I didn't quite understand what it was until I actually went. And then in 27, it just, I immediately fell in love with the organization and what they do. It is just basically a gathering of folks that recognize that, hey, we know that a lot of the folks coming have either attempted suicide or are thinking about it, just to be honest. And it's a stark visualization of those folks that they're not alone. So when 300 to 600 people walk down, Broadway and everything like that in New York, that makes a statement.
Yes.
And same thing in DC and the other 60 cities we have across the nation. So
Powerful.
Yeah, really powerful.
Really powerful. What type of events do they hold? Is it walks? Are there golf outings? What are there fundraisers as opposed to these people participating in events? Do you separate them or?
Yes, I would say it's probably city specific. And we are branching out to camping events and other types of social gatherings just to, keep that camaraderie rolling. But the primary event is the Silkies hike, which, to say it humorously, it's a bunch of military veterans in Hooter Girl shorts walking through a city, which is always interesting.
Yeah. Well, we want to do a comedy in bathtub show, Mary and I, for you. I don't know.
Where's Silkies?
I think that's all John, actually, but God bless him.
I know it's gonna be a bomb, but I'm gonna do it, Mary. I'm gonna do it. I don't know why. Well,
Right.
So COVID obviously has affected all of us who run foundations. We do want to do a show for you guys, a private show, where people will buy tickets on whatever ticket service you guys want to use. We use Brown Paper, but then they'll get the password to the Zoom or whatever. We're going to do it on StreamYard Show.
Sure.
And what's great about that is we can raise some money for your organizations. I always like to try to pay my comics because a lot of them do this for a living. So if we raise enough money, it would be cool to be able to support some comics and support you guys. And I'm going to, off the air, I'm going to ask Mary if she wants to be on. I don't want to put her on the spot. Mary, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm in.
She's good. So you have 2 comics already. We'll do the show. And that should be fun. Should be fun. Can you give us a story, obviously without names, of something that really moved you? One guy that really moved you.
Yeah. So
I mean female or male. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, there are many to count, but I'll just say this in Raleigh, North Carolina, a fellow by the name of Frank. That's a general name, so we won't.
Right, okay.
We'll just say Frank. Comes to the hike. He's by himself. He was invited by some folks, and our dark humor is, so we would call Frank a casualty, and by that we mean that folks that come to the hike, they took that first step, but you can tell they're a little alone. They don't quite understand the atmosphere yet. They're trying to feel their way in.
Right.
But by the end of the hike, this is one of the most boisterous, loud individuals, and it's almost seeing a person come out of their shell and physically embrace what's going on. And that has happened at so many hikes. Like give you,
I love it.
Men, women, it doesn't matter. Just to watch that, I'll just call it a metamorphosis, if you want to call it that, where folks recognize what the message we're trying to send, and then just them reestablishing that camaraderie is just super powerful.
That is really cool. I was just digressing a second that we can do an event where we could give them the password. They wouldn't have to pay. The people, sponsors would pay, but we can just give them the password so they can sit and laugh a little bit and enjoy the show. Now, do you mingle? Like, would I be able to go on that hike, or is it just your guys who attempted suicide or are thinking about suicide?
Yeah, so it's the hike itself is for veterans of all flavors. I'll just simply say, because there are a lot of folks who are active duty don't recognize that you're also a veteran after day one. Guard, reserve, Air Guard. We even actually encourage foreign service officers that are in the military and maybe over here on a overseas deployment to come out as well. However, that said, anybody's welcome to volunteer, and I will tell you that in most cases you will mingle and mix just as much. You just won't physically hike. So.
Right. Very, very cool. Very cool. I could use a hiker too. To tell you the truth. Mary, you have any questions for this handsome gentleman?
Well, my brother's in the military. He's in the Air Force, and I know he did the 22 push-up challenge, which I really moved me. And I think I'm just so happy to see that there's resources for our young, men and women. And I think also you're there for the veterans that have not been in active service for a long time. And especially with the COVID thing happening right now, are you guys still doing your hikes and being of service to those that need it? Are you still able to do that?
Yes. Yeah. And I'd be remiss to tell you that COVID didn't affect us. We had to take a pause and figure it out. But I will tell you that the coordinators who do the hard work and really work at their cities have really put in a lot of work. And they work with their cities intently to ensure that they can get permits through these hikes. And then we have a pretty rigorous COVID protocol that we put in place so that folks can be as safe as possible. I mean, we totally understand that it's not possible to prevent 100%, but we take all the prudent, necessary steps in accordance with each state and each city. So they basically say, here's what you have to do, and then we'll think about it. So in most cases, we've been successful. So
I keep saying the mental aspect of this is greater than the physical, and the physical was bad.
Yeah.
It was bad up here for a while. But, I see it with my dad. My dad he's a veteran, but just senior citizens, they can't go anywhere. All the senior centers are closed down.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's that fine line where I'm sure you guys felt, listen, we need to get these guys out again and mingling the best we can, because them sitting at home and by themselves and thinking is not the best option either. Right.
And it's not, it's not just veterans. The current VA reported rate is 20 deaths by suicide a day.
Wow.
You'll often hear 22. It depends on what source, but roughly between 20 and 22. But the national average for suicide in general has gone up during COVID.
Sure.
So it's not just veterans being affected by this. It's actually all the way up even to adolescents. The numbers are increasing. So it's it's being seen, right? The isolation is hurting us. So
yeah. Well, we're excited to be we're excited to meet you, and hopefully we can do some work in the future. We'll start with the online show, Mary Kennedy and I in bathtubs. And then,
yes. Okay. All right. No. Yeah. No.
You do it for the veterans, Mary.
Yes, I'll do it. Whatever. I'm a character actress. Yeah, I'll do it.
And just so you know, I did do the 22 Dunchkin Munchkin challenge, which I don't think somebody asked me about push-ups the other day, and I said, I was talking to a guy in class with customs, and the guy was jacked, and I go, oh man, you must work out every day, because I keep in pretty good shape, and I try to do something every day, not crazy, but something. And he goes, yeah, some days I only have 5 minutes, but I do this in 5 minutes, and I'm going, oh, I could probably, if he does it in 5 minutes, I could probably do this workout that he's about to tell me in a half hour, right? And he goes, I go out there and I do 100 push-ups. I go, stop. All right, goodbye. And then he goes, I do 100. All right, yeah. All right, goodbye. Thank you so much for taking the time to come on.
Oh, great.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Really appreciate it.
Wonderful organization, and we want to be affiliated with you in some small way in memory of my guys that were lost on 9/11 and because of 9/11. That's what we are. That's what we do.
Absolutely.
And Dan, thanks so much for taking the time.
John, Mary, thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
It's nice meeting you.
All right, take care.
Bobby, can we throw up the flyers before the commercial? So we have a few events coming up. The 9/11 calling of the names. This takes place on 9/11 at 2 o'clock, usually at Trinity Church. We've been a sponsor the last 2 years. Laughter Saves Lives. I've been calling one of the callers for the last 4 years. And basically what we do is we call the names of anybody that helped out on 9/11 and passed away from any cause. Doesn't have to be 9/11 related. It's anybody that helped out on 9/11, after 9/11, and we call their names, usually at Trinity Church. Because of COVID and all that, we are going to be emceeing the event right from Paradise Studios. Bobby has agreed to host this event from the studio. Barbara Horn, who runs the event, will be in the studio with me. Butch is going to come in to help out. And we are going to have callers from overseas and all over the country. We'll read names. So on Sunday, we are doing a private show, a private Zoom show. You will go on brown paper, buy a $10 ticket, and we're using that money to kind of offset the cost of running that event. So hop on there, buy a ticket, and we have some comics in the studio. Some will be Zooming in. And then the other thing that we're working on is October 4th. We have an event. I didn't tell Bobby yet, but I think we're going to be doing it in the studio also. Live comedy event that will be recorded. And same thing, you'll buy a ticket. It's $30 for the ticket. You choose your organization. We have about 20 military and first responder organizations on there. So let's say Mary Kennedy wants to buy a ticket. She'll go on. She'll click on the organization she wants to support. They get $25 out of the $30. The other $5 goes to expenses, a little bit to Laughter Saves Lives, and paying the comics. We have Joe Starr and Chris Roach, both from the last sitcom, 2 big acts. And then we have J.J. Boyd, and we have little Johnny LaRocque here on it too. He's very small. Yep. Let's go to our next commercial break, and we'll be back with our next guest.
When someone is choking, brain damage can occur after just 4 minutes. Did you know every 5 days a child dies because of a choking accident?
My name is Art Lee. I invented LifeVac to protect my family. LifeVac is an easy-to-use suction device with a special one-way valve to help save a choking victim.
I care for my dad, who's prone to choking. Having LifeVac in my home gives me peace of mind.
Protect your family. Buy LifeVac now.
Thank you, Dad. Call 1-877-LifeVac or visit lifevac.net.
And we're back. We're back with Scott Perrin and Jillian Crane, First Responders Children's Foundation. So far, the show has been running smooth. That's pissing me off a little bit because usually it's organized confusion, but we'll go with it. In the beginning of the show, I usually say we are broadcasting from Paradise Studios and Strong Island Television from beautiful Massapequa, New York, right by the Massapequa Long Island Railroad Station, next to a pizzeria that's not bad. Hello, Scott and Jillian. Jillian, I didn't mean to embarrass you with the whole bear thing.
I cannot believe you told them my secret. I thought we had a cone of silence happening.
You look wonderful after your bath. And may I say, Scott, or I think your microphone is off, Scott. I see a little slash through it. Scott, I think maybe you should have taken a bath, but that's rude.
You're right.
That's rude. Mary, it's rude to say to a guest that you've really never met before. So I should.
Jillian handles the clean side of things.
So thank you guys for coming on. We're really excited. I'm surprised we haven't met before, to be honest, because we're in the same circles. You know, we spoke about Nancy from Friends of Firefighters, and tell us a little bit about what you guys do. Let's start off with Jillian.
Well, first of all, it's interesting. The founder of this the First Responders Children's Foundation is from Massapequa. So there you go. That was I didn't know you were in Massapequa.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was started after 9/11. So we've been around for 19 years, and it was started as a response to the 800 children who were left without a first responder parent on that day. And the founder.
Jillian, in my firehouse alone, 45 kids lost a father.
Mm-mm.
Is that 45?
Yeah. No, it's absolutely no. I didn't. It's just It's unspeakably tragic. Anyway, so the founder of this foundation was worried about all of those children. His father had died when he was young, when he was 14, right before the Christmas holiday. And so his response to that was, what are these kids going to do for Thanksgiving? And he rented out the ESPN zone and organized a bunch of toys and called the mayor's office and said, hey, I want to do something for Thanksgiving. There's a parade. You know, would you help me with that? And the mayor's office at the time said, sure, we will. And they came, you know, the mayor came, all the various dignitaries. It was a very sad event. I was not there, but it was a horribly difficult and sad event. And then from that point on, it was about scholarships and education for these children of first responders, which, by the way, so many people have died, you know, since 9/11. Yeah. And, you know, and now, by the way, I'm sure you know this, of course, the people who worked on the pile are now having issues with cancer. And so we've been helping to take care of them, as I'm sure you are too, John. And so it's been an ongoing issue. And since COVID happened, we sort of pivoted quickly to move to emergency COVID-19 financial hardship and just general grants for first.
Well, you mentioned the guys that are sick now. I mean, so many of them obviously are high risk. They're on cancer medications. So, I mean, who is it? Rob Sierra put a video up. He didn't leave his basement for weeks, if not months. Right. So having organizations like yours out there, I think really not only helps them financially, but just knowing you're there, knowing Friends of Firefighters was there for me. It's such a cool feeling. And I don't think, other than calling Nancy sometimes and asking her a question or two, I really haven't used them that much. But knowing they're there, it means the world, because it's saying, hey, we care. We want to help. Let us know. Yeah. You know?
Yes, and we have a scholarship now in the name of Luis Alvarez, and his widow came to our last event last Thanksgiving, and we've now made a scholarship in his name. It's yeah, so we're very involved and have been for a long time. So I don't know why we haven't met.
I know, and I can't wait to meet. But let me just say, Scott, can you keep it down? I'm trying to hear Jillian.
I'm sure everyone wants to hear her.
Scott, go take it away, Scott.
Jillian presented a terrific history of the last 19 years of fulfilling scholarships and watching the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade at Bryant Park. But as she was getting to, during COVID, the First Responders Children's Foundation has done a number of amazing things. One is paid for almost 13,000 hotel rooms through the FDNY so that our first responders don't have to go home and risk infecting their families with the virus. And also awarding millions of dollars in emergency grants to first responders across the country who are facing financial hardship. And the foundation has actually even paid for almost 100 COVID funerals of first responders.
Oh, wow.
It's been a devastating time, and it's been very difficult for us. And, you know, we know you, John, you lost 13 brothers that day on 9/11, and you remember it as we do every day. And we try and help the community as best we can on an ongoing basis. So it's top of mind every day for us.
Oh, that's awesome. Awesome. And again, like I said to Irreverent Warriors, we can't do a live show for you right now. We can't get a whole bunch of people in a room, but we'd love to do one of those online shows and have people. I'm sure you have a lot of supporters who follow you guys, so we could probably sell a nice amount of tickets if we keep the price reasonable. Mary's going to do that show too.
Sure. The bathtub show? I just want to know if this is the bathtub show. I want to style it. Okay.
Well, see, you didn't picture. You wouldn't be on the bathtub show because you didn't picture it. I would do the bathtub show.
But if I knew it was coming, I would do it.
You would have prepared yourself properly. All right, that's what I'm going to do. Mary, Scott will be on the bathtub show as a fundraiser.
Sure. Show me the money. Well, I'll tell you what, John. If you're nice to Jillian, she'll invite some of her friends, which includes Ariana Grande and Justin Bieber.
Wow. Then I will get in the bathroom.
That's some backup.
Oh yeah. Well, watch this. Watch this. You could drop names. I know Mary Kennedy from Shameless.
I love Mary Kennedy.
Thank you. No, I'll do the show. Absolutely. Listen, I believe in this. I'm so glad you're there. I think in times of strife, especially, I was in Los Angeles when September 11th happened. I had moved from New York City a year before. And, it just felt good knowing that, John, you had those resources, that people still have those resources. I lost my parents later in life, in my adult. I can't imagine losing my parents as a child or losing one parent, So the fact that you guys are there and still continuing to support people in their biggest time of darkness, I think, I would love to do the show. Bathtub or no bathtub, I'll do that.
Good. So the bathtub show we'll do separately. We'll do that.
Okay.
But that would be fun. We'll pick a date like within the next 2 weeks so we can get it on your calendar so I can line up some other acts and we'll broadcast the crap out of it. We'll get it out there on social media and we'll raise you guys some money. What I always say is, because we're the little foundation that could, all right? So I always say a lot of bit for you, a little bit for us. Because we do little things, pay a bill, pay a phone bill. We miss our veterans at St. Albans. We haven't been in St. Albans since March. We buy fruit, we bring fruit to them. That's the kind of stuff that we do. But again, it's knowing that we're there. And it's therapeutic for me. It's just therapeutic. What else? It's the way I'm making people laugh. They made me laugh. My guys, people used to come into the firehouse and go, "You're the comic?" Dennis is funnier than you, and Kevin. And I go, "I know. I just listen to them, and they go on stage and use their stuff and get paid." So,
the things that you're doing, you say they're small, but to the people that receive the fruit, or you pay their phone bill, or you do something like that, it's everything for them. It's really a great thing, no matter what you do.
Some people need the money, obviously, but I don't think it's the money. It's knowing that somebody is thinking of you. Yeah. One of the most, if I told this story on the show a few times, I probably did. I don't know if Mary heard it. There was a firefighter outside of Dallas who was electrocuted. And 5 years later, he hasn't worked a day. He's physical therapy. His wife started her own business, builds up the yin yang. So I was going out there to teach because I'm very smart, by the way. I also teach fire. Not only funny, but smart. So I said to my buddy out there, retired NYPD, he's doing comedy. Let's do a show. So we found this fireman. We did the show, gave him some money. All his friends were in the room for the first time since he got sick, right? Mm-hmm. And he wrote me. I touched base with him 3 months later. How you doing? Here's another car payment. I sent him another car payment. And he wrote me an email. And all he said was, "John, you don't know how much I needed this today. You're making a difference." And I started to cry. And I said, "We're doing it. We're doing what I wanted to do. We're making it. Are we making a little difference? Yeah, but we're making a difference." And that just blew me away. It's like some days you're sitting there and I got this to do. I got that to do. I can't do this. And then I always think, my guys were in the lobby of the building, and they knew what was going on, and they knew it was bad, and they went up the stairs. They went up. So if they could do that, we could do anything. For their kids, like what you're doing, it's all good. It's all good. I'm so excited to meet you guys.
We're very excited to be here. It's been a 4-month campaign, basically, and COVID is sweeping the country, and we have many, many requests. Yeah. That we haven't been able to fulfill yet, but we're determined to continue to fundraise and to be there for people. And it's in Scott and the team that it's been an incredible amount of people and their effort and their inspiration on a daily basis to do different things. And by the way, we were a foundation that did the scholarships and some grants, but once we moved to COVID, we were lucky because we sent out a press release saying we were one of the first foundations to help first responders for COVID. And we expanded our definition to include medical personnel.
So did we.
Right?
Eternal hero. Yes, very good.
It was a new thing, and we really thought about it because we had not done that before. We were like, well, wait a minute. These first responders are this. And then we decided to expand that definition. And then we were selected by the iHeartRadio, Elton John, what is it? iHeartRadio Fox Entertainment Living Room Concert for America, hosted by Elton John, which was March 26th. And we had to rally as an organization to prepare for that. And that is what changed everything. So that we changed our definition. We came out in support of first responders of all kinds. And then we ended up raising some money and able to then catapult into being able to do so much.
Awesome. We have to run because we have comic Tom Daddario coming on, who's one of my favorite comics. And I want you guys to hang out and watch him. You love him. I don't know what he's going to talk about, which is, I don't know what we're going to talk about ever. So that's what I love about him. We will talk to you guys soon, though.
That's great.
Thank you so much.
Mary.
All right. Good night, guys.
Thank you.
Bye, John. Take care.
So that was Scott and Jillian from First Responder Children Foundation. Really cool organization. Two really good, nice organizations tonight, Mary.
Well, and I got 2 gigs out of it, and I'm able to give back. I love it.
You can make money on the gigs from your living room. And I
know. That's why I don't understand comics. I'm on my 8th comedy show via Zoom.
Yeah, they could beat you up. They could beat you up. Do we have Tom Daddario there yet? Can we put it at the end? Let's bring Tom in.
Okay.
He's cooking or something. What is he doing? He's got the
Oh, it's Tom.
Oh.
What's up, man?
What are you doing?
I know this is this looks like you should call 911 or Child Protective Services or something, right?
Is that a cantaloupe or avocado?
This is John. This is an avocado. Where do you get your avocados, bro?
It's a melon.
I couldn't tell because your head is so small. I thought it might have been an avocado.
No, I have a big head. RJ,
do you know Mary? You know Mary, right? Tom, you
Hi,
know
Mary.
Hi, Tom. Yeah, we've been around the same circles.
Yes, haven't we all? I mean, I want to introduce you guys to somebody. This is my family here, like RJ. Hi. This is RJ. RJ, and this is Annie. Annie's behind RJ. See her, Antoinette.
Yes.
Antoinette. I think I started the Annie thing. Did I start the Annie thing?
Yes.
Like most people don't call her Annie.
Nobody calls her Annie.
Nobody calls her Annie except her mom. And then
What do you want me to call her? What should we call her?
Whatever you want.
Yeah, but I think I started the Annie, and she let me get away with it. So, and then that's Brianna.
Hi, Brianna.
Hey, Brianna.
BRE.
BRE, Brianna.
Yeah, ANNA. Yeah, not an I.
As opposed to BRA.
BRI.
BRI.
What you're cutting up looks like cantaloupe with the outside. It's melon.
Well, it's melon.
Yeah,
This is honeydew, I think. Is this cantaloupe? No, this is honeydew.
This is supposed to be cantaloupe.
This is cantaloupe. Yeah, holy
Did
shit.
we-
Let me know what we're cutting.
Tom, did we catch you at a bad
I'm sorry,
time?
John. You're right.
Did we catch you at a bad time, Tom?
No. I mean, if I was running down the street after you, yeah. Because look at this. But no, not at all.
No.
I wanted to do this for us, and I said, well, it doesn't matter. We're exposed, we look like the Simpsons or something, right? Look at us.
This is what we're all about. Family.
No,
Mary
yeah.
and we're all about family.
But we wanted to be able to. I wanted to just be able to come on with these guys and not have it be like, oh, I'm like in front of a studio background or some crap.
Yeah, like what Mary's doing.
This is
right. Mary's got like puppet. There's gonna be a puppet show behind her.
Yeah.
Because I'm from Hollywood. That's why I did hair and makeup, and you're cutting a melon cantaloupe. It's fine.
And what are you cutting next? It's better than you walking out to the gazebo because she threw you out of the house. You didn't want to. The last time you walk in front of the gazebo or something outside.
A few times. I don't know if we had
your choice.
I don't know if we had an argument that
That's
night.
just his choice. That's not me telling him to go outside. So don't
All
let him
right.
fool you. Don't
All
let him
right.
lie to you.
No, and I'm bad at lying, John. Just so you know. I
You're
get a stupid grin on my face.
I don't know if you're bad at lying because I had this phone call with you. Hello, Tom? Yeah. Can you do that gig for $200? Oh, hold on, let me look at my calendar. Oh, I'm busy, John. Yeah, I got something to do tonight. So,
Hey, I took that gig for $200.
that was a lie. You were busy.
Gig for $200.
So what
Yeah,
else
well,
are we cutting up, Tom? What else we have to cut up tonight? What do you?
Well, we're doing this. Yeah. Then this is, what is this one? This is a honeydew.
That's supposed to be the honeydew. I don't know what this is because this is not. This is a cantaloupe, but it's not
This
orange.
is the other. Yeah, this is the other part of the cantaloupe. And then we have
Yellow, orange, and red watermelon.
You guys like blackberries and blueberries?
No, they don't like. I like blueberries. Brianna's a blueberry fan, but I'm not.
How about English muffins? How about English muffins?
I'm an English muffin person.
Okay, listen to me. Stop what you're doing and get over to Stop and Shop. Buy one, get two free.
Okay. Oh my God.
21 packages of English muffins in my freezer right now.
Are you making? He did post that. Are you getting a kickback on these English muffins?
I'm old and excited about sales. I'm at that point.
Oh my God! Right.
Blueberries. Buy one, get one free.
Oh my God.
Like early bird. I always said my mother would buy dirty socks if they were on sale, just because she needed to just buy them. She'd come home with like they're old, but they were on sale. You know.
So what did you guys eat for dinner? What did you eat for dinner tonight?
We had marinated teriyaki skirt steak.
It was really good.
And mashed potatoes.
Oh.
Vegetables.
That's the pandemic life. You know, the pandemic life is.
That sounds delicious.
What are you gonna do? Yeah. What are you gonna? You ever go to Uncle Giuseppe's out here, John?
Go where?
Uncle Giuseppe's. Uncle Giovanni's.
No.
Oh my God! Don't go there. It's really.
Oh my
bad.
God!
And
It's.
You buy all this stuff and you spend so much money, like even a little bit, and you walk out and you're like, "Where did my money go?"
It's like a
really good.
supermarket. It's like a supermarket Italian deli, but it's really
I'm
good.
sorry. She said Giuseppe's.
Yes.
I didn't hear you. I did what I do to my wife when I don't hear. I just go yes. I'm sorry. That was rude. It was rude. I apologize. I've been to Ivarone's though and done that. You don't walk out of Ivarone's without $150.
Ivarone's is the same thing, but Ivarone's is like a large deli. This is like a supermarket that's Italian. It's
I know what it is.
unbelievable.
I know. I've just never been.
Oh my God, it's incredible. And I go to good Italian delis in New York where they have a lot of great stuff, and this place has a lot of great stuff. But the weird thing about out here, dude, is hard for me to adjust to is everything's up the road to her. Like when we talk, everything. How close is everything?
Everything is right up the road.
Where's BJ's?
Right up the road.
And then
It's really like 15, 20 minutes.
right, then 4 hours later, I'm like, where is this BJ's? And why did we go through like 11 different area codes? It's getting dark.
From Queens.
We're in the middle of nowhere.
Tom's from Astoria, where you walk out the door and within
right
5
there.
You go to the supermarket, haircut, right?
Yeah.
Tell me, where did you get a haircut?
Yeah.
Right, you can. As a matter of fact, you can get a slice of pizza in a place where you get your haircut.
Exactly.
That's just gross.
That was the biggest adjustment for me when I moved to Los Angeles, because in order to go anywhere, you got to get in your car. Whereas when I lived in the Upper East Side, I walked out my door and there it was, or I lived in Hoboken, or I lived in Carroll Gardens. And they don't do that here. You have to get in your car. And
Right,
that's
we have some distance. There is some.
Well, Middle Island. It's literally in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, no.
You're in middle. Is there a lake out there?
There's like a little one. Nothing like.
'Cause I got my blow up kayak. I'm looking for somebody to put it in the water with. Tommy, would you go in my kayak?
John, you're so cute.
There's one
No,
across
wait,
from
there
my
is.
house.
There is a
Yeah,
lake.
there's a
The
little
one
lake
on the
right
way
up
to
there.
the. It's right down the block.
Would you play with me one day? Would you play with me, Tommy? I can't get my kids to play with me with the kayak. They won't go.
Out with you
Oh, RJ would go out in a minute on a kayak.
on the kayak.
On a
with John.
kayak.
I saw you guys in a kayak.
Maybe if I don't get stuck on there.
I will never go on a boat again.
Why?
We went to a place in the country in Pennsylvania that had kayaks and rowboats and stuff.
I saw.
like that.
I watch you on Facebook. I watch all your stuff.
Oh, you saw stuff. Oh, cool. Yeah, it was fun. It was a fun place. It's like Randy's not big on the outdoors, but she's okay with it.
All right, listen. We're gonna have to go, but do me a favor. This is one thing that upsets my father very much when he watches TV. They put food out and they don't eat it.
All right.
I upsets my father so much. Please eat some cantaloupe before we leave you. Just
Yeah, good.
piece
Take
in
a
your mouth, everyone.
Take a piece.
Guys, I love this more than Tommy by himself. You guys are adorable. Thank you for coming on, the whole family there.
Bye, guys.
Good night, guys. Enjoy the cantaloupe.
John, thanks for having me. And Mary, good to see
Always.
you.
I love
Good
you.
to see you.
I love
Bye.
you too, bro. A lot of
Tommy
fun.
Daddario from the kitchen eating cantaloupe, something we didn't expect. I don't think Tommy expected to be on tonight. I think it was like, oh my God, I got to call John. Cut the cantaloupe. Cut the cantaloupe first. Mary, thank you so much.
Oh, I'm done? All
Where's
right.
After my dad.
Good night, everybody. Laughter Surprise Live. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Back
Bye,
in the studio. Awesome.
Old leather gloves, we're slapping in hams. Popcorn and peanuts, we're working the stands. Pink cotton candy, love on a stick. He's chasing the beer that circle the lips. Play ball, play ball. Roll up the bases and smack it right over the wall. Play ball. Play ball.